All right, I want to pull some cards, I think, and look at what is going on underneath with this Uber right across the, not just here, but in many countries. We have these malicious authoritarian types wanting to take over. And doing all they can to get rid of democracy. So what's going on? They have short-term luck, but this is the cross to bear. Okay, so, this is what we're dealing with now. But the good news is they only have short-term luck with what they're doing. I think the cross to bear is also having to do with we need to stick with the teachings of Christ, etc., Christed beings, that type of thing of reality, love, compassion, etc. And so really this is kind of the light versus the dark that's going on now. So let's see what we have. What's going on with this? At the center of it, we're dealing with long-term happenings. What does it say for the long term? In the past, we've had this very strong mentality of wanting to transform things, okay? And looking at now what's being offered. Okay, big, strong mentality, what's being given. Now we know that the Uber right, these ones, they trade in fear, they trade in lack, they trade in, people's angst and anxiety. The challenge is the family, okay? Having the rainbow family, etc. of things, and again, the message of action. Okay, so this is a long-term determination going forward. Above it, we have the Pandora's box that we're dealing with and just trying to keep the lid on this stuff because we have a lot of trouble. In the past, I've got the wrong card. Okay, here, they're trying to get away with it. Okay, this mental ideation about what's being given, not being given, etc., that they are trying to get away with, the Pandora's box, and their mental spin that they keep charging forward with. So they keep playing to the angst and the fear of people. I keep pulling the wrong. The foundation is shedding light. We need to understand the light, the Pandora's box, all of the illusion and delusion that they've got going up, promises, and the, ends justify the means, all the stuff that they're trying to get away with. And the challenge is to have, who is the leader? Who is it that's promoting these things? Underneath of it, we have retreating, we have not seeing, not taking in, we have those of wealth and power, and the choices being made, what they say they're offering, okay? So it's a short term, like I said, a short term difficulty that we have to engage. At the center of it, we're going to break this all down again. It's about the long-term life opportunities. They're handing out the little bitty stuff, but make no mistake, it's about the wealthy maintaining their power structure. Above it, we have the Pandora's box, trying to keep the lid on things because we have so much illusion that's being spun and put out there to the families, etc., on this emotional level. We have, the uber right talking about that they're trying to turn all kids into trans, that they're doing, they're indoctrinating them. It's just nonsense that they put out there. We have to have the light on the subject and look about what's controlling, what's not, and leadership. Is it leadership, and what are the choices that we are going to make? We have above it in the past trying to get away with this strong arm type mentality of transformation. We have them charging forward and trying to repress people, and they like the stupid people that are not willing to look and take in, and that's their drama that they are going forward, that they are pushing, that they keep putting that energy out there to try to sway these things. Okay, so hold on, let me trying to get these just shoved in here different places. I don't want them all next to each other. Okay, so let's shuffle. What's going to break this cycle? What's going to get us out of this? What's going to break this cycle? Okay, at the center we have looking deeper, soul searching. Okay, it's going to take soul searching, looking deeper, going into it, finding out that you're really kind of battered by these elements. Okay, and having some compassion. Okay, so people need to see that following this hate and angst and fear mode really is not benefiting them. Okay. Trying to think of another way to ask these questions here. Okay, what is the end point of these elements? What's the end point for these ones that are perpetrating this ideology of having a drama thing? Well, at the center we have compassion, or if it's a toxic cup. Okay, but I think it's about compassion. It's about the message and what's being sold. Okay, is compassion being sold, or is it a toxic element? Rather than compassion, it's about that emotional drama of me, my, I, the merchant selling his desires. So what is the message that's coming out with these things? The message is being, what is being birthed to the American people? What is the public seeing? We have to look at the history of this, delve deeper into it, and that is going to make changes to our world. What is the world that we want? Is it one of compassion, or is it about the toxic ego? The world history, look at the merchants, what they were selling in history, the uber wealthy. What have they given? So what's the message being given to the American public and to the public around the world when it comes to democracy versus authoritarianism? So I think on that note, I'll go ahead and leave this here because I'm not coming up with any other questions really in the second to read on. So on that note, I'll leave this here. We'll see you online.